views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts, guests, and contributors, and do not reflect the official views of Real TV, its management, or affiliates. Content is provided for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised.
To all of our local, regional and international viewers, thank you kindly for choosing us here at Real TV, where we bring reality to you. My dear friends, a very warm welcome to another edition of the program Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower and answer those unanswered questions. I am Zelisa Rupani, humbly inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy, get your pen, get your notebook, Real TV, so you could take notes on important numbers that will be helpful for you and your loved ones. Directing this morning and in Master Control, Nathaniel Reed. On behalf of the team, I'd like to wish each and every one of you a wonderful day today. It's the middle of the work week. Happy Wednesday. Wednesday, 15th July 2026. A gentle reminder. It is a day and time we'll never have the opportunity to ever have again in life. Don't waste your time. Don't procrastinate. Do something productive and constructive. And kiddies, remember you're on vacation. I would love for you to have some fun time, but remember to incorporate a little time for revision and, revising your work. Do a little reading, learn a new word, read the newspapers, empower yourself. Okay, kiddies? So you manage your time wisely. Enjoy as well, but have a little balance, yeah? So any one of you out there celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours, your loved one. Let's quickly go to our quote for today, coming to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo. And our quote says, "You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending." This is beautiful, Nathaniel, because the truth is we all have the power to change things, to change the outcome. We can't go back in the past, erase things and change it. They were experiences or it happened. All right, not a problem. But right now, today, you have the power within yourself to change things and change the ending and make it a beautiful one, a happier one, a successful one. Thank you so much for that, Nathaniel. That came to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo. Remember to check them out today. Make it a family affair.
Looking for something truly unique this season? Then you need to visit Fab India Expo, located opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas. Brand new containers have just arrived, packed with one-of-a-kind garments you won't find anywhere else. Whether you're shopping for something stylish, traditional, or custom-made, we've got you covered with made-to-order pieces tailored just for you. And it doesn't stop there. Take a stroll through our full food court, offering delicious options for the entire family. From savory bites to sweet treats, there's something for everyone. Plus, don't miss our big sale on furniture. Upgrade your home with beautiful pieces at unbeatable prices. So come on down to the Fab India Expo, located opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas, where culture, style, and savings come together.
Welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa, right here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you. My dear friends, to all of our local or regional or international viewers, all those of you on Tego, the app, remember to download it. Because you could look at Real TV, real time, anytime, and of course it's free to download on any of your devices, as well as all those in Canada on the Caribbean Showtime television. Thank you so much for choosing us, allowing us into your space. All right, and the 3 million and growing, thank you. Remember to like and share, because knowledge is power and it's great information. Today I'm excited, I'm elated, because the gentleman that I'm about to have a conversation with, I am a fan. So you can, and not just myself, my daughter, both of us. I've been wanting to have him on this program forever. And finally, he's here. He's blessed us with his presence. I'm speaking of no other than social media influencer and educator. And I'm speaking of Mr. Keen Surratt.
Yes.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, good morning everyone. Nice to meet you all.
So nice to see you with us on Conversations.
Finally, I'm here.
I'll tell you, sir, honestly, I am one of your biggest fans.
I appreciate that.
I've been following you, both Malika and I.
Nice.
And it is because I think your content is so real, it is so rich, it's very educating. You get into a space where you don't only talk directly to our children of the nation,
correct.
but I love that you send messages for parents as well.
Yes, yes.
So it's a win-win all around. I consider you a hero when you take
Thank you.
time away from your job, which you're very committed to as an educator, as a father, as a husband, as a man, and you take time to create something that is positive, that will give a positive influence.
Correct.
Then I applaud you and
Yes.
thank you.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. You know, you said something there that that resonates with what I do, right? It's not just about teaching for me. I take my time, because these editing of these videos take a lot of time
Yes.
to bring not only education to the masses, right? I try to bring a positive message, and the parents are one of the most important targets for me, right?
Now, you always say that, and I'm
Yes,
going to
the
go and
parents.
start things off with you being a parent. I know personally,
Yes.
because I would have seen you at numerous events when it comes to schools and
Yes.
occasions and things that they're having in schools, and you are very active. You're hands-on, you're involved, you're in the middle of it. I've
Correct.
looked back and I would have observed.
Yes.
And so I also like that aspect in terms of you just don't talk, you don't just say it and influence, but you live it actually.
Yes.
And you are an example of what you say and what you do. So that is also very applaudable, that you
Yeah.
take time to invest. And you talk to us about that
Yeah.
on your messages about
Yes.
parenting.
Yes, so basically, people in Trinidad, right? I don't know if the message was lost somewhere along the way, but when you bring a child into this world and you put a child into an institution, it don't stop there. You don't just back and look on from afar. You need to be involved, not only because the child needs you involved, but the whole holistic development of the child and the school depends on the parents' input. So us giving all of ourselves to the development of our children and the school that they are in is very important to me. So even at my school, the school that I teach at, right, I give all, right? I don't leave anything on the table. I try to be involved as much as I can. Now, it takes a lot out of me, yeah?
Of course,
Yeah,
of
it
course,
does.
because you're wearing many hats. You have a lot of responsibilities.
It does. But like what I do is I try to strike balance, because, you know, one of the most important things in life is to balance your time, right? Manage your time.
Manage time,
Yes,
yeah,
manage
you're
your time,
correct.
right? So I try to manage my time as efficiently as possible, and I try to be involved as much as possible, because the children looking on too. My son and my daughter, they are looking on at how I am being involved. And they are going to pattern their lives after what they see me doing and my wife doing, right?
Correct.
So the way we pattern our lives is one of the main reasons also is because of them. We want them to see the ideal module for like parents, what parents supposed to do. And I realized that like in the school my children at, your daughter included, a lot of them look on and they will be like, "Sir, Mr. Sir." So like one of the children from that school, they came up to me the other day and say, "Sir, you know, my mommy told me that you will be retired by the time I reach high school. So here what? You'll have to come out of retirement and teach me." And then they can go retire. Our infant, our first year student walk up to me and told me that.
When that happens, because I'm sure everywhere you go, people identify,
Yes,
oh, that's
yes.
Inan. I mean, you were in your Grinch outfit and I saw you,
Yes.
and I knew it was you.
Yes.
But the point is, when you go out there as a person with your family, whether you go to eat, you go to the mall, you go to wherever you go,
Yes.
and people identify you, oh, you're the guy, look at you. Or, for instance, that child, you've made an impact in that child's life.
Already,
How
yeah.
do you feel?
So I feel honored, and I feel a sense of responsibility too. Like it doesn't end when they prop me, right? And I want to personally say I'm not in this for fame, Because like I was in Times Square in New York for Christmas last year, and a Mr. walked up to me, Mr. Seret, I'm so happy to meet you in Times Square in New York.
Yeah.
Really cold. I have my hoodie over me.
Yes.
And the person walked up to me. My wife was shocked. We were in Miami this year, and someone came up to me. So in Trinidad, I get it, but I am shocked to see that people out there internationally recognizing me also. I don't know if it's probably Trinis that were up there, but they were like, Mr. Seret. So like I feel a sense of responsibility, not only to the students, but to the country also. Like what I bring to the table, and I know you look at my content, I always make sure it's positive.
Positive and very, very well put together, because there's always a positive message.
Of course, of course.
know. Now, you are an educator first, that your career started teaching.
Yes.
Based on what I see, you are you're very passionate about teaching. You're very passionate about developing the child. I think your strength is mathematics.
Yes, I have a degree in mathematics and statistics.
Oh,
so that's my strength.
That's nice. But so you started off, you realize firsthand where the lack was, where the disconnect was perhaps with your students and their environment or their homes or their parents. You could tell as a teacher the sort of home a child
should come from.
Or coming from as well.
Yes.
By the way they dress, the way they speak, their behavior, the things they do. You can identify.
Yes.
I will share this with you. During the COVID, when we were locked down, one of the things, and I've said it before, but I'll say it to you, one of the things I, as a person, as an individual, was really very concerned about when some children go to school. That was their only means of perhaps, number one, getting a meal, and number one, it was a safe place for them.
Yes, correct.
It was a place where a teacher could have one-on-one influence. A teacher could see beyond and know that child needs help and say something is wrong with this child. And so the guards were not there anymore, that cushion, that security, and I was concerned about that. And the reason I was concerned about that is because I understand and identify the role of a teacher in a student's life.
Yes. I think teachers play one of the most important roles outside of the parents, right?
Of course they do. They are our children's gurus.
Yes.
They help shape, mold them, and sometimes influence them in ways and volumes that we don't know, and that is the fact.
Correct. So like, it's not myself alone, right? It's I call us the Avengers of education, right? So online there are, some of us know each other, but there are some teachers that are really making significant impact, right?
Oh, definitely.
So like when I look at some of these teachers, and the schools that most of us are in for some reason is the schools that need the help, right? So these children looking on at us, and when I see positive teachers influencing these children in the right direction, it warms my heart, and I know that we're making some kind of impact. Because the great Cohen Springer, right, him and I, we were having a conversation the other day, and he was saying that, Sarah, in our little way, people don't see it, but you won't believe we're making a difference.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, we are.
By leaps and bounds, most certainly.
Correct.
And I've identified that and many others. We're going to go to a first break, but when we return, I want to talk about when did you decide, all right, I'm going to give some time, effort, and space, and wear the hat now, choosing to be an influencer.
Okay.
When did you decide, I'm going to take that plunge, I'm going to make a difference?
Yes.
Now, it's time consuming.
Yeah, it is.
And it's taking away a little bit from what
your family too.
So that's why, and I like that you include your family as well, because your family is real and we learn from.
Correct.
Yeah? Correct. This is a program, Conversations with Zelisa, right here on Real TV. Let's go to these important messages. When we return, we continue our conversation with social media influencer and educator, Mr. Keen Seret. Stay with us.
Looking for all your back-to-school essentials? Well, come on down to Keith Muhammad Books and School Supplies, where we have a wide variety of stationery and stencil supplies. We have wide ranges of textbooks on math, science, and even literature. We also are the sole distributors of the Malaysian publisher Mind to Mind, and have bestsellers Sudoku and Word Search. Visit us at our opening hours and feel our warm hospitality. We are located at number 5 Railway Road, San Juan, and WhatsApp us at 777-7341 for more info.
Behind every mistake, there's a person. And behind every struggle, there's a story waiting to be told. This is Redemption, a road to rehabilitation and recovery, where honesty meets hope and change begins. I am Prem Badru. I was a part of the problem, and now I want to be part of the solution. So join me on Real TV every Thursday at 6 p.m. See you there.
Join us on Real TV for Highlights with Alan Ferguson, a program where we aim to level the playing field through meaningful conversation and real action. We highlight the positive developments happening within communities across Trinidad and Tobago, while also addressing the concerns and challenges affecting government agencies and everyday citizens. Tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m., only on Real TV.
3.2 million ways to say thank you. And I want to say thank you for giving us 3.2 million views on Real TV. Don't miss the action. Don't miss a beat. Make sure and follow us on every social media platform. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Even follow us on YouTube. Click that subscribe button. And of course, download the Tego app so that you carry us wherever you are. 3.2 million views and we're going higher. Make sure and be a part of the realest of all reels, Real TV.
Join us on Real TV this Friday, the 17th of July 2026 for a special edition of Conversations with Zelisa in collaboration with JMMB Bank, coming to you live from the San Juan Promenade. Tune in for an insightful discussion about JMMB's products, services, and financial solutions designed to help you achieve your goals. Don't miss this opportunity to learn more, ask questions, and connect with the JMMB team. See you there. Welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa, right here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you. To all of our local, regional and international viewers, thank you so much for choosing us. A gentle reminder, this Friday, we're out at the Promenade San Juan. Come meet and greet. We're doing a collaboration with JMMB and, come out. It's going to be a live broadcast. We're hoping to meet you at the San Juan Promenade this Friday, all right? So looking forward to that. But right now, I'm in conversation with Mr. Keen Surratt. Now, he is a social media influencer, a teacher, an educator, and here sharing, his thoughts, his experiences, advising us in terms of parenting and how do we deal and cope with our children. But welcome back.
Yes, thank you.
I'm really happy to have you.
Yes,
very
I'm
excited.
happy to be here.
Especially when a fan is sitting next to a hero, you feel like there's so much you want to say, so much you want to ask. It's how do you strike that balance? But I would like to know, and I'm sure your fans, the thousands and thousands of fans that you have around the world, would like to find out where did you, or when was it, or what was it that inspired you or gave you that push to decide,
time to do something.
I want to do something different. I want to send messages, but in a different way.
Yes.
Powerful messages
Yes.
by being a social media influencer. Talk to me about that.
So it came from my teaching, right? From where I teach, right? I realized that there's a need for not only students, but for parents to understand what needs to be done. I felt like I wasn't reaching them in my capacity as a teacher on the ground and just, through PTA meetings and parents. I find I needed to go a little bigger, right?
Okay.
So when I started to do these contents, now I would always speak to my classes, right? Some of my first content were me. I would have a camera in the classroom, taping myself, speaking to my students like I always do.
Right.
And then I'll just post it.
Nice.
And then that started to gain momentum. So I was like, maybe I should do it without being in front of a classroom.
Right.
So I started to do it at home or on the go. I would just make these videos, right? And the main reason and what prompted me to start it is that parents need to understand what needs to be done, or that's how to be parents. Parents need to understand that. So it was mainly for them. The target audience for me would have been the parents and the students too. Right. But more the parents. I needed parents to understand, because I have content where I'm sitting with my son and I'm seeing like, parents, do you all go through your children bag every evening? Like what really going on? I would tell them, you know, stop focusing on the sneakers and the book bag and focus on the books, and let me get this thing going. And it's really for them, right? Now, I initially also started to target young men, right? So I would always make content for them.
Right.
To kind of teach them how to be men, right? Because I know that fathers feeling in the society, right? Let me be real.
Absolutely true.
Fathers are feeling, right?
Yeah.
Fathers not only not being there, but they, I don't know, boy, like they have this kind of weird perception that when you make a child, you know, you could live life as you were doing before, right? So I need fathers to understand, once a child comes into this world, your life's supposed to pause, right? I'm not saying it's supposed to change drastically, but certain things you used to do prior to making that child cannot continue.
Your parent role and responsibility becomes priority.
Yes.
You are now a father, first and foremost.
But bros just want to line, brothers just want to line, and go by the bar like normal, and go and take the sweat like normal every day. Mommy can't do it alone, you know.
And mommy is doing 1,000,001 things.
Exactly.
The other thing, Mr. Surratt, is that as much as we have parents who are not active or in the lives or in the home of their children, you have fathers who are in the home but yet not active.
Yes.
Not working, playing the fool like you just say, lining, drinking, gambling, not prioritizing, in the bar on a Sunday whole day, and you know, all these kind of no sense of responsibility and taking action in the lives of your family. And deadbeat dads. Deadbeat dads are living at home, and deadbeat dads are not even around, right? So like that is so real what you are saying, because I don't know if they don't understand their role. The generation that grew us, right, is a generation that, you know, you work hard whole week, and then on weekends you could flex, you could do what you want. Mommy, the mother, stay home. She stays at home. She organizes things for the kids, whatever, schoolwork. I think that's what they know. That's what they used to see long time. Because let's be real, our parents, our fathers, they played a different role than the fathers this day and age supposed to be playing. Because I think the negative influence is so great that you need to be so involved in your child's life, well, all of the children, right? You need to be involved in their lives in a extremely present way. You have to be active.
You have to be there. And fathers still not understanding this, and that is where society is feeling right now, I believe.
Now you are saying that in the perspective of an educator, of a teacher that knows everything firsthand. And you're also saying it as a person observing. So you understand the dynamics of what is happening.
Correct.
You understand the disconnection or the lack in proper parenting.
Correct.
You know, now we're not saying that they have deadbeat mothers as well, because
their
mothers
some
are
too,
just okay. They partying, they liming, they not bothered, they smoking, they leaving the child home alone, kind of thing. Multiple partners, no respect for their self or regard.
Correct.
So I don't want fathers to think we're coming down on you. We're just letting you see or observe so that you could take the initiative and take the step to say, from today, I understand my role and I'm going to be active. I'm going to make a difference.
Come on, man. I believe if fathers really flip that switch, we could have a productive society, right? Fathers need to flip that switch. And until that is done, I still see, well, children, students being influenced by the wrong company. The community leaders and the fellas on the block, right? They are basically fathering these children. So they leading them in a direction that causing havoc.
Well, Mr. Surratt, then that is why wrong heroes influencing them in negative ways. And you know, it happens because they connect with these people and they look up to these people as heroes, maybe for a box of chicken and chips.
Yep, correct.
Maybe come young man or whatever, and a little given a little advice or
Yeah.
that they connect and they see that they feel this person care about me. My father don't even talk to me so. My mother don't
Yeah.
even give me this advice. So I can't have to be struggling.
Yeah.
They're giving you things and they're influencing you. They're pulling you in and influencing you and,
Yeah.
and to
You
be
are
negative
so,
and wrong.
You are so correct. And what you see in there, you might probably be seeing it from a position where you never saw it. I see it.
You live it.
I live in it, right?
I
And
say it because I hear about it.
yes.
I say it because I read about
Yeah,
it.
but
I
I
say it
live
because
it.
there are mothers or fathers that will call me. They don't know
Yeah.
me, but I guess because of being on television,
Right.
they connect and they want to share a story.
Okay.
But the fact is, but you see it
Yeah.
and you live it because you are there, present, understanding.
And this is where the content comes in. Like, I would have young men that actually walking up to me and saying, Mr. Seret, I look at how you live your life. I look at how you father your children. I look at how you treat your wife. Because that's one of the things that I have.
I look at that too.
I put that out there, right? I treat my wife the way that men supposed to treat their wives, right?
Exactly.
And
With respect.
they look at that and it's like, I have young men telling me that, sir, I want to be like you, right? I'm looking at what you're doing, but sadly they're in the minority, yeah? I don't get plenty men coming up and saying that because this life, I don't know why people just think it boring and unattractive. Yeah, it's like, when did society praise partying and liming and womanizing? These are the things these young men are aspiring towards, They like the party life, right? The lime life. That is exciting.
To be promiscuous.
And you're having your wife home, you have your kids home, you're building something substantial, something that would last a lifetime. I don't know when that became boring or that became something that people don't want to do, right? Like, a lot of people don't want families, they don't want that structure.
Well, I'll tell you something. I'm going to say this and I make no apologies by saying it. I've said it and I'll continue to say it.
Say it.
If you know you are not ready to take the responsibility for children and prioritize and get your house in order and do what you're supposed to do, then don't have children.
I make a video on that last week.
Don't have children.
I made a video on that last week. I was like, why would you venture into making children if you, like, parents making children and they don't even know what they're doing?
Children are having children. That's what's going on.
Correct. How do we curb that? How do we fix that?
And then, you're correct, how do we fix that? But also that what is important, Mr. Suraj,
Yes.
is that these same children, history is going to repeat itself.
Correct.
Because they're in the same circle.
Correct.
And they are going to be the future mothers and
Correct.
fathers and leaders,
Correct.
They're going to the workplaces to deal and cope
Correct.
with us,
And I'm going to make a statement here, and I hope people don't give me licks to this, right? But the people who I consider to be model parents or looking like they're going to be good parents, the people who should be making children, they don't have time to make children. We're working so hard. We're working so hard that we don't have time to make children, right? So the people that actually making it children now are the people who bring in children here to suffer. Right? I'm sorry it have to be said like that, but
it's the truth.
yeah, a lot of children suffering right now, and some of them they lost, they don't know what to do, and
Lack of love, lack of parenting, lack of
no fathers,
guidance.
no fathers.
Living a life, they don't know where the next meal is even coming from.
That rampant in Trinidad,
It's real.
Yeah, it's real.
It's absolutely real. So
Yeah.
we really need to be in a place where, how do we fix it? Now we know the problems,
Yeah,
know.
I
and we
think-
know the root it,
I think everybody know the problem in Trinidad is that.
It's not hidden,
Yeah.
it's real. But how
It's
do we
real.
fix it? What do we need to do? We'll talk about that when we return.
Yes.
Later on, I also would like you to address the students. Now, congratulations on the passing. Your daughter
Thank
did
you.
exceptionally well. To
St.
you and
Joseph
your wife-
Convent, we coming.
To you and your wife. I saw it, and I was really very. I think I commented as well.
Yes.
But for the children that did not pass for their
Okay.
first choice, we'll address that.
Yes, we
and
will.
we want to let you know that nothing is wrong. It happened, all right, but you have the power within yourself. Like the quote that we started with, you could change things from now by the choices that you make. You could turn things around for yourself.
Yes.
All right, so let's go to these important messages. Stay with us.
let's get straight to the point. I am Dale Edwards, Dale the Voice, and we're going to get straight to the point right here on Real TV. Join me Monday to Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. when we talk the hard truth. We're not beating around the bush. We're getting straight to the point, dealing with real issues, social, politics, and much more. Monday to Friday, the only place to be is right here on Real TV.
I am Walter Stewart, President of the Trinidad and Tobago National Council of Parent-Teacher Associations Incorporated. Join us every Thursday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Real TV, where we look at NPTA Speaks, National Parent-Teacher Association Speaks, on topical and relevant issues pertaining to parents, teachers, education, and students of Trinidad and Tobago. This, of course, encapsulates local, regional, and international audiences every Thursday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Real TV, NPTA Speaks.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential. Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered.
3.2 million ways to say thank you. And I want to say thank you for giving us 3.2 million views on Real TV. Don't miss the action. Don't miss a beat. Make sure and follow us on every social media platform. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Even follow us on YouTube. Click that subscribe button. And of course, download the Tego app so that you carry us wherever you are. 3.2 million views and we're going higher. Make sure and be a part of the realest of all reels, Real TV.
Welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa right here on Real TV. To all of our local, regional, international viewers, thank you so much for choosing us in conversation with Mr. Keen Surratt. And he is a social media influencer, very big on the social influence, an educator, a father, a son of this soil. Welcome back.
Yes.
Now, as we said, sir, we understand the problems. We know the root. Let's talk solutions, your perspective.
My perspective. Can I read something for you?
Please do.
Right. I saw one of my neighbor actually posted this on social media, right? And this is how I feel also. So, an educated society does more than create qualifications. It shapes character, judgment, and respect for others. When people are equipped with knowledge and opportunity, crime declines, not just from fear of consequences, but from a deeper sense of responsibility. Education expands perspective, teaching individuals how to navigate challenges without resorting to harm and to value long-term stability over short-term gain. It fosters empathy, critical thinking, and a sense of shared progress. Safer communities then are not built on enforcement alone, but on enlightenment, where informed minds become the strongest deterrent to disorder, right? My solution to all our problems is education, right? And I will say this till the day I go in a grave, right? Education, if we could educate society or at least get people into the concept of education. And I want to say, when I say education, I'm not just talking academics. Education is broad.
Correct.
Right? It is not just academics I'm speaking about. There are a lot of things that we could teach our youths and our students, right? So once I could get them to see the value of education, once we could get parents also to see the value of education, I think we would have a much better society, a society where we don't have to worry about everything is police and everything is soldiers and everything is lock up, and we could have intelligent minds who could actually decipher life. Look at mathematics, right? Mathematics, you're solving problems. You go through how much years of your life? You go through 18 years of your life, 16 years of your life, right? Solving problems in mathematics. Mathematics, if you could take mathematics seriously, could actually help you see the value in solving problems, right? You have a problem in your life, you could actually think critically and solve this problem. Maths, in my view, it enhances your logical capabilities, and it allows you to function much better as a human, right? So education is it for me. Something I realized, right? I had a class for the past year, right? This class came to me as a remedial class, right? I didn't buy that. I don't believe children remedial. I believe children suffer from lack of structure, lack of emphasis being placed on education. And for the past year, my co-form teacher and I, we gave these children everything for the last year. And these children moved from remedial. And right now, the kind of marks these children getting at the end of 1 year, because we provided structure in school, right? And it's not just structure, it took a lot out of us also, where we created systems where we would reward the children, because I see through my children love rewards. And they work harder when they know they're working towards something.
Agree.
So we created that for them. And we actually saw them working hard. I kept seeing it every day, understand the value of education. When you come to an institution of learning, you ain't coming here to play. You're coming here for academics. You're not coming here to line on the corridor. You're coming here to learn something. Let me get something valuable after 5 years, right? And I saw that these same children that they were calling remedial come up. And they come up so great in maths too. And I know that a lot of children suffering from structure, a lot of children suffering from parents not understanding the value of education. I have an uncle, right? He would always say that he grew up in a home where education was not at the forefront. And he underachieved in high school, right? And that man have degrees, masters, all these things after he left the construct of his home and understood the value of education.
I totally agree with you. It is something I say to my daughter all the time.
Education is life.
Your education is most important. If you don't focus, if you don't have a good solid foundation, it is your gateway to the world.
Correct.
It is your gateway to who you will become in the future and what you could do, what you could give back. And that is something nobody could take away from you.
No, they cannot.
But only you have to put the investment in to get the reward.
And parents, a lot of parents don't understand this. They go through life and they don't see the value of education. And they was like, boy, don't worry, you'll get a grocery walk. You'll go and walk with your uncle, do a little construction.
So that's when we put limitations on the lives of our children.
Yeah, you create
We are responsible for allowing them to blossom or allowing them to stay at accept whatever.
Yes.
But they deserve more.
Yes, they do. These children, these children innocent, you know. And it's up to us to create that urgency towards acquiring education.
So we understand now part of the solution.
Yeah.
And I am standing with you firm on that.
Education.
Is ensuring that our children are educated.
Parents too, yeah.
The parents as well, because you don't stop there.
Yes.
You continue. Learning it goes on forever. You're always learning something.
Correct.
It's always, you could be however old, you learn something new, and you should be open to that. To elevating yourself or growing or, in terms of knowledge expansion.
Yes.
And now with this and social media, it's at our fingertips, really no excuse.
Yes, it is. And like even me, I create lots of content that brings the mathematics to you for free, right? And I always say, right, like I have a lot of lesson students, right? And I will tell them in my class, I will say, let me tell you something. All this why I teaching all you online, But, parents, they like how I speak to the children. They like how I motivate the children.
One-on-one is important.
Right. So they like that interaction. And then lessons create structure, puts the child in front of a teacher who is actually bringing it to them live, right? As opposed to, I don't know why a lot of them don't like to go on YouTube and research the thing and figure it out on their own, right? They want that structure, they want that live teaching, right? And it's okay, but children need to understand that everything is online.
How important lessons, apart from out of the school environment or
Yes.
out of the school lessons?
All right, so I want to be politically correct when I talk about this, right?
Yeah.
For me, my daughter came to me, right? My daughter was doing lessons in school, right? And she came to me and she said, Daddy, I think I need more. I'm not going to shut down my daughter.
Right.
I found more for her,
Yeah.
right? So if the child requested, yes, that's one. If you see the child struggling, right? And you're actively in their books every day, and you see your child is struggling, and you think that what they're doing right now is not enough, you try to take on more, and it could come in the form of a different style of teaching. Sometimes the style of teaching they get in, it might be okay for others, but it might not speak to them.
Okay.
So lessons can be important from that dynamic where
Okay.
a child actually requests it, or you see the need for it, and you think to yourself that maybe my child needs to hear a different style of teaching. Maybe how this teacher is teaching probably works for the other students, but it's not working for my child. So I see value in lessons to bring that variety and those options where a child could experience a different style of teaching.
Right.
Well, access through monitor, well, you have to pay, right, which is okay, but
Well, it's fair.
Yeah.
I would stand, a lot of people complain and why you have to pay for lessons. Well, it's a choice that you
Correct.
make, and
Correct.
it's somebody's talent and time,
Time,
that you
yeah.
can't take for
yeah,
granted.
yeah. I tell a lot
So
of parents this.
when people complain or talk about lessons and the cost, then I say, but that is your choice. But
Correct.
and you can't expect somebody to just give their time and their effort and their energy
free.
for free. It can't. It doesn't work like that.
Yes, it
so
doesn't.
you know,
I see value in lessons. I
Good.
see value in it, and like a lot of students are in my classes, and they always speak about like. So this is our next thing too. They tell me that the things I talk to them about, they're not hearing at home, and they say, "So you just bring this thing so real, and you just make us understand life, and it's not just mathematics. You're teaching us."
Mr. Surratt, based on your experiences and your interaction with the children that you teach or you do lessons with, what is the number one problem that the
Right.
children face or they're struggling with?
All right, so like the children who come to my lessons are not children who struggling financially. It will be
Okay.
children who
Okay,
comfortable
right.
to an extent, right?
Right.
So like a lot of them, I would say their problem is the confidence and the understanding of what needs to be done at this stage of their life. So like a lot of them will be passive and don't care and like, I ain't Form 3, I ain't Form 4, whatever, right? So they don't understand the value of what they do at this stage. And I take it as my number one priority to help them to understand what needs to be done at this stage. Because, yeah, you're doing maths, yeah, you're doing English, you're doing all the variety of subjects, but this building something in you that could only benefit you, right? Meaning that discipline. You know how hard it is to sit down behind a desk 11 o'clock in the night by yourself and actually get a task done? That preparing you for a job that you will have to do in the future, you know.
Absolutely.
When you get, as a teacher, if I have to bring certain things to my students, right, and I have to prepare the night before, what I did 20 years ago, sit down by that desk, trying to figure it out, it helps me now. It builds grit. It builds resilience.
What you put in is what you'll get out.
And please-
What you invest.
Correct. Your time, you have to invest your time at this point of your life. And a lot of them don't catch that. They'll be like, sir, what are you telling me, sir? I'm young. I don't need to worry about these things right now. And they just don't understand that this building you, it gives you mental fortitude, right? To sit down and actually write an essay, to solve a worksheet that your teacher gives you for homework. That's mental fortitude, you know. But if I say, so how Pythagoras theorem go help me, boy? I'm using this in the future, so what X had to do with anything? Come on, it's not just about the content of the curriculum. It's about the value that accomplishing getting this one and this two, I don't like twos, but getting these ones, right, is the process. The process is what builds, well, not builds, but adds value to your life. And a lot of them don't understand that, and that's the main thing. They're too passive, they're too lazy, plenty of them lazy, yeah? They're lazy. They really don't understand what needs to be done.
Why do you think they're lazy, they're disenchanted? What makes that happen?
I think social media has a lot to do with it. So like, what social media projects is a life that but is not attainable for a lot of them at this stage. And I don't know, boy, just put them into a kind of zone. You know, like what Sharon will say, like, you know, don't worry now, I got a big house, I got a big car, and they see these things, and like, these things are not things they could just see. Delayed gratification, right? You put in the work now, and you'll be able to attain these things in the future. But they don't understand the concept of working. They just
applying yourself.
Applying yourself.
Put in.
And I would say the vast majority, you know, much parents will call me and say, sir, this boy just behind this computer, and he ain't doing nothing, you know. He just watching you, you know, you talking away, sir. And he just watching you. He ain't doing nothing. And I try to, so like our parent spoke to me the other day, and I told them, a parent from my school, I told them that my job is to light a fire within your child's heart, right, for success, right? And the fire is not lit in the vast majority of the students in our system right now. They just existing.
How unfortunate.
And it is unfortunate. And that's our future.
They are our leaders.
They are our leaders.
This is a program, Conversations with Zelisa. It's a conversation that you should listen to. You should take away. It's rich in content, rich in advice, and apply. Let's go to these important messages. Stay with us.
Looking for all your back-to-school essentials? Well, come on down to Keith Muhammad Books and School Supplies, where we have a wide variety of stationery and stencil supplies. We have wide ranges of textbooks on math, science, and even literature. We also are the sole distributors of the Malaysian publisher Mind to Mind, and have bestsellers Sudoku and Word Search. Visit us at our opening hours and feel our warm hospitality. We are located at number 5 Railway Road, San Juan, and WhatsApp us at 777-7341 for more info.
The Ambassador's Daughter, weekdays at 11 a.m., only on Real TV.
3.2 million ways to say thank you, and I want to say thank you for giving us 3.2 million views on Real TV. Don't miss the action, don't miss a beat. Make sure and follow us on every social media platform: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Even follow us on YouTube. Click that subscribe button, and of course download the Tego app so that you carry us wherever you are. 3.2 million views, and we're going higher. Make sure and be a part of the realest of all reels, Real TV.
Join us on Real TV this Friday, the 17th of July 2026, for a special edition of Conversations with Zelisa in collaboration with JMMB Bank, coming to you live from the San Juan Promenade. Tune in for an insightful discussion about JMMB's products, services, and financial solutions designed to help you achieve your goals. Don't miss this opportunity to learn more, ask questions, and connect with the JMMB team. See you there.
welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa right here on Real TV, where we continue to inform, educate, empower, and answer those unanswered questions. Today, I'm in conversation with a true son of this soil, and he believes in giving back. Of course, he's a social media influencer and an educator. Father, son of this soil. I'm speaking of no other than Mr. Keith Surratt. Welcome back.
Yes,
Mr. Keen. I humbly apologize. I'm mispronouncing your name, Mr. Keen.
Yeah, Keen.
He's very keen about
Correct.
making sure he sends the right messages.
Yes.
Mr. Surratt, we are both aware that some of the children in our country did not do as expected or well with the SEA results. And as much as we celebrate and we applaud and we say congratulations and good luck to the ones that made it to their first, second, third or fourth choices, there are children that did not get the school of their choice or did not get any school at all, or different circumstances for different reasons.
Correct.
I don't think all is lost. It's disappointing. It's hurtful. I'm told, so I stand to be corrected, that 3 children so far committed suicide based on the results. Wow. I stand to be corrected on the amount, but that's what I was told. That is alarming and that's scary.
It is.
As an educator firsthand now, what do you say to, first, the parents of those children, and secondly, the children?
Okay. So, to the parents of those children, right? You mean the ones that actually...
That did not do well.
All right. So, to the parents of those children, right? If you go to my social media platforms, right? And you look at the video I posted with our celebration, right? The first thing you'll realize is that we had congratulations prior to seeing those results. So, in my mind, it didn't matter what school my child passed for. Could be first, second, third, fourth, or even if she fall off, right? Because in a lot of children, they don't make the marks of their 4 choices, and then they get something called the fall-off school, which is just a zone school, right? So it didn't matter what it was. I told my wife, we are going to celebrate so that she understands that it doesn't matter how you do, we're proud of you, and we're going to attack. We are going into the school with a positive attitude.
And you all both knew what her capabilities.
Yeah, we knew her capabilities.
Exactly.
Correct.
So that,
correct.
Okay.
We had faith in her capabilities, but, on the day, you just know what has happened.
So many things happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely
And
correct.
then she came and she said, Daddy, so my daughter, leading up to exams, she was getting 99, 98 in maths. And in English, well, she's always 100 and creative writing 100. But she was like, Daddy, the maths, I think I messed up the last 2 questions. Right? So I knew she wasn't going to get no 99 in maths. She did get low 90s, but I know she wasn't going to get high 90s, right? Yeah. So I was kind of upset initially. The impression I gave her when she came and told me that on the day, she actually didn't speak to me for a while. Because she was like, Dad, I gave it all I had. I was like, I know, babe, I was at least hoping that I get a little 99, a little 98 in maths, because your daddy teaching you maths. But on the day, she said she felt flustered and she also felt like pressure. Because, everybody will be telling her that your father's a maths teacher.
A maths teacher, and
you gotta get total. And she said that added pressure.
That
to her.
in itself. I
agree.
And
it made her nervous. So
I want you to address one thing. You said in your mind, you were a little disappointed.
Yeah.
I want to go to the point where it went viral, social media, where a mother was struck.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
When the mother was struck?
When the results came out.
Oh, and the mother was blank. Right. So a situation like that. A situation like that, right? I think that the mom, I felt like the children knew how the mother would react. I don't know if you observed that.
I did. I looked at it.
Ooh, sorry.
That's all right.
Sorry. I did not put this on silent. Yeah, that's okay. So I felt like the children and the father, they knew how the mother would react. Because they would realize that they were celebrating and they wouldn't even take it on. Because they realize that that's how mommy is.
The norm.
Yeah, so like that kind of pressure, it's good that the child understands the mom and didn't take it on, but for another student that probably went through that, it could affect them, So imagine your mom like that, and then you depending on your mother's reaction to know how to celebrate. And you looking at that, it could crush you.
It can.
Yeah, it could crush you.
I want you, please,
Yeah.
to look into that camera.
Yes.
And I want you to address the children that did not pass for their school of choice. What do you say to them?
So to the children who did not pass for their school of choice, I want to let you all know that this is not the end of the road. Your journey is actually just starting. To whatever school you were assigned, I believe the school doesn't make the student prestige. The students and the parents make the school prestige. So you will see that there are certain schools that you would think that are lesser, but they are actually prestigious. The school I teach at, I consider it a prestige school, right? But it's the students and the parents who need to be involved to make the school prestige. So when you go to that school, give it your all, right? Parents, be just as involved as you were in primary school when you go to high school, right? Make sure that you approach it with a positive, progressive mindset, because this is your future at the end of the day. And how you set your mind is how your outcome will be determined, right? So give it your all, guys. Give it your all, and do not be sad, do not be down, do not shrink. Rise to the opportunity, and we could make it. Yeah,
Correct.
we will make it.
Use this as a turning point in your life. Use this as an example that you could achieve anything you choose to, but you have to be mindful. You have to put in the work in order to get the results.
Correct.
So change your mindset, as you indicated.
Yes.
Change your mindset. Put it into place. I am going to do better. I will do better. I'm capable of doing better. But you also have to put in the work.
Yes.
And prove yourself.
Correct.
I want to thank you kindly for taking some time off. We
was my
stole a little
pleasure.
time from you today.
Yes.
But I really am very grateful and full of thanks
Same.
for the lessons you would have taught us here today. I
Thank you.
trust and hope that we will take away some of it, apply it, and we'll learn from it. Yes. And I do trust and hope that you and I could have other conversations so that we could continue to influence in a positive way, add value, share information, because knowledge is power.
All the time.
And you know, parents, you also need to know to remember that even though when you're angry or you're upset or you're hurt, they are your children. And you should always remember to say, I love you. I care about you, and that is why I want what is best for you.
Yes. We determine the trajectory of our children's lives by what we feed into them.
Exactly.
So feed the right thing, always preach the correct message, talk to your children consistently, because if you don't talk to them and talk to them positively, there are a lot of negative influences, right? In the school, online, social media, there are a lot of negative influences.
And you know what is important too? You have to live the life.
Correct.
You can't live X and expect Y.
Lead by example.
Yes, sir.
Lead by
Beautiful.
example.
Thank you. God bless you as you grow from strength to strength. And I
Thank
hope
you.
to see you very soon again.
Just call
right
me.
here in Conversations. This is where we're going to wrap things up for today. My dear friends, thank you so much for choosing us, allowing us to influence you in a positive way, add value. Knowledge is power. Keep smiling, be positive, and always know the best is yet to come. Be good law-abiding citizens. And here's reminding you that with God and only God, all things are possible. I am Zelisa Budu Singh Rupani. Thank you so much for choosing us. Be safe, be happy, stick and stay. Great programming continues. See you tomorrow.
The views and opinions expressed in the preceding program were those of the hosts, guests,